Right. So in this video, we are going to talk about Chapter 8, or tables. How you can use HTML to put tables on your website or on your web pages. In Chapter 7, we mentioned that for responsive design and mobile issues, you may not want to include tables inside of your web page, but there are some cases that you may need to uh, have tables on your website. So let's go. So like I said, tables are pretty simple, and this is fairly a short chapter. So hopefully we shouldn't be. This shouldn't be a long video, or like my usual videos are. All right. So give you some of the basics. Uh, so you're gonna talk about in this chapter. You're gonna talk about the table structure, the different table tags that they have for tables, as well as talk about some of the table sections, as well as how you can use CSS to style your HTML table. We also talk about accessibility with the table as well. And I'll talk about some of the CSS pseudocode classes or pseudo classes that they have that can allow you to further make some formatting, format your table a little bit further. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and get away from this slideshow, and I am going to start doing some HTML stuff. So first thing, let me go ahead real quick and put in my HTML template in here. Yeah, hopefully by now everybody knows the HTML template. I hope so. But yeah, we have done it quite enough to I should have typed this up before. I'm just gonna say tables. Make that my title. Title. What am I doing? Back tag. All right. Yeah, and information we're gonna use for our table here. Let's keep it simple, and let's use our degrees, our certificates and degrees that we have here at the college for the IT department. All right, so first, now that I have my HTML template here, I am going to go ahead and just make a simple header, maybe H1 header, sure, and say computer technology degrees and certificates. How about that? Watch the spell certificates wrong. That might be right. I don't know. I'm pretty sure when y'all email me, that's wrong. Okay. All right. So now we have our little title there. Now with a table, the table is actually made up of three different tags. First you have, just like we had for the description list that we had, I think in chapter one, I believe it was, and also for our unordered list and ordered list tags, it's almost set the exact same way. Um, the first table the first tag you're gonna have to make a table. It's a table tag, and it's just table, oops, work table, and a closing tag of table. So that tag right there lets the browser know that you're about to make a table, or the next information is going to be in the form of a table. Okay. Now the next thing you have to do is to have what they call a TR tag or the table row tag, and this tells the browser basically where your first where your the row is going to be. So this starts your making your rows and your columns. So with the I, actually hold that for a minute. So you have your TR tags. Now the next tag that you have is a TD tag, or which is the table data tag. All right. Now the TD tag goes inside of the TR tags. Think of, and this is where all of the information that you want the user to see in your table. This is where it goes. This is the tag it goes inside of. So I have my TR tag, and instead of my TR tag, I have a TD tag. Now, with the TD tags are the tags that actually starts making the columns. Because remember, our TR tag makes the rows. But if you want to determine how many columns you have, you put in the more TD tags you have, the more columns you'll have. Okay. So I have my TD tag in here. So let's say um, let's have, because this is going to be, let's talk about degrees or certificates. Let's do, let's say degrees. Oops. All right, degrees. All right. Now I have my first cell that has degrees in it. All right. Now, if I put, now I'm going to put in another TD tag, and this TD tag is going to be my second cell, which because I mentioned earlier that TD tags makes the columns, or they make the columns. This is going to be start the first cell in the second column. So we say TD, and I'm going to say certificates. All right. Okay. So now that row is done. Okay. So I have my TR tag, and I have my TD tags in the middle of my TR tags. And my TR tags, that's where all of my data will go for my cell. Okay. So now this ends my first row. Okay. Now I want to start a second row. In my second row, we're going to start naming our degrees. Okay. So with our degrees, okay, we have, let's do another TR tag because we're going to start this on a different row. Let me go ahead and close out my tag 2. Alright. And when you think about a table, you see how it's going up and it's going, the way we're typing it in, it's going up and down. When we were dealing with, because our TR or TD tags are the columns, your TD tag up here has to be your first TR tag or TD tag, or any the information associated with that TR tag here at the top has to be the first one down here at the bottom. And I'll show you in a minute. So we were talking about, so our first column or our first cell talks about degrees. So in this TR tag, in order for the information to be under degrees, we have to put in this TD tag has to talk about something that's about degrees. So we'll put in our, I think it's degree in I think it's computer technology. I think it's computer technology. But I think it's like an associates in applied science or something. What it's called. Science. Oh, that's gonna be long. Well, I can take that off because I already said degree, so I can actually take that off. Okay, I'll take that off. If anybody asks you when you get your degree, you have a degree in applied science. Okay, that's your official degree. All right. So that's my degree name, and you see because that's my matches my information for my degree up here at the top. My first TD tag talks about degrees. So in my second row, my first TD tag has to talk about the degree. So next, I can in my second TD tag, I can start talking about the certificates. TV, and we have a buttload of them. Um, um, all right, let's say the first one I say is computer specialist. I can't spell that. That is not right either. Why can I spell? All right. Now, let's see here. Let's actually bring this up into our web browser so you can take a look and see if we need to go into another direction. Because I'm thinking we may have to go into another direction. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and save this. Save, and I'm gonna put this in my. Let's see this. No, it's not. It's another this one. Courses, demos. All right. I'm gonna call this tables.html. All right. All right. So now let's bring this up and see how it looks in our web browser. So, like always, I'm gonna use my Chrome. Academic on it. All right. I'm gonna use my Control and O to open up my to get my file here. Tables. There you go. Okay. So there you go. So I have my certificate. So I have my degrees here. So you see my computer technology is under there. You have my certificate, and it has computer specialist. All right. Okay. And we're actually so we're down. We're just looking to see if what our make sure our information is actually going in the right direction. um, Now this is where the tricky part comes in because we only have one degree. That's it. So I can actually say that it's all. We only have one degree. However, we have multiple certificates. So that means we're going to, and we need to put the certificates under the rest of the names under certificates right here. So that means when we do our HTML, we're going to have to tell the TD tags here for the first column to be empty. And we're going to then have to populate the first or the other part of the other TD tag. All right. So we're going to trick it to make it do what we want it to do. All right. All right. So now we're now to make our third row. We're going to do Well, let me separate this a little bit to make it easier to see. All right. So let me do a split screen real quick. All right. Okay. So see here how it's set up. All right. So here, like we said earlier, we had when we did that TR tag, the first TD tag was associated with degrees, and that's why we came down, went to our second row, and we made our very first TD tag talking about the degree. We take that off, take the S off. All right, but we only have one degree, but we have multiple certificates. So in this TR tag right here, when we do our TD tag here, we're going to have to tell the web browser, yes, this is a cell, but nothing's going to be in it. Yeah, so we're going to just put an empty TR tag or TD tag. All right, and that's going to be basically a placeholder for the degrees part up here at the top. Now we can start with our second TD tag, and we can start putting in the rest of our degree or the rest of our certificates. Um, we have internet working, yes. Your networking. All right. So internet working. Okay, so that takes care of that. Now, so let's see if it worked. Let's see if it worked before I start typing in more. All right. So I'm gonna save my changes. Then I'm gonna come back over here, and I'm gonna do a refresh. Yep. So remember right here, we said we don't we don't want anything under. We had to basically trick the browser into thinking that something was there. We had to pretty much make a placeholder. So you put a TD tag that didn't have anything in it, so we can actually have the space, and we can be able to put in information, our internet networking certificate, to go right underneath that. All right. So I'm going to, because I am lazy and I don't like to type, I'm going to, since this is in the same format of what we need to do for the rest of our certificates, I'm gonna copy this row. Yeah, the code for this row, and I'm gonna paste it a couple times because we have a few more certificates. Specialists in the networking. We have cybersecurity. Cybersecurity. And we have the web development. And I think we have something else. All right. For some reason, I want to see we have something else, but I think that might be it. I think it's maybe just those four. All right. So now that I have my other certificates in here, now when I click on, I save it and I load it into the browser, I now have my list of my certificates. All right. Now that's now we can also, like, you see how some it's a little, little space between there. Even it doesn't even have any borders around it. Not a problem. We can actually fix that. Um, let's add let's add a caption to our table. Yeah, so we can add. So some of the things you can add is you can add a caption and actually put at the top of your table what you're talking about, or you can also put it at the bottom. So you'll have. All right. So now let's make this look pretty. if you want to do a caption, yeah, so you can use the caption tag, right? You can do it either on the top or at the bottom of it. So it really depends on if you want to do it at the top or have the caption at the top of the table. You put it right up here at the right up below the open it table tag. If you want it down below or at the bottom of the table, you just come down here and put it right above the ending table tag. So let's do a caption. Yeah, let's do a caption right here, down here at the bottom. All right, and in this caption, I'm going to put um, list of list of degrees and certificates. All right, right. So when now that I add my caption, let's do. I'm going to save it, and I'm going to bring it open back up or reload it here. Why did they put it? It's supposed to put at the bottom. What? I know what I did wrong. I should have put it right outside of it. Did I do it at the top there? Okay, now. Yeah. So fine, I'm gonna move you over there. Fine, be that way. I'll put you down at the bottom. There it is. Alright, so there it is down at the bottom. Fine, be that way. Alright. Now let's actually start playing with this and actually start doing some formatting on this. So this since we're playing with style sheets, let's go ahead and continue doing all of our stuff in CSS. All right, so in if you look in your book, it talks about how you can put you can actually change have the width of it of the pic of it of the table. You can put in there, put background color in there. You can put had do what they call column scan, so you can basically like merging two columns together, two rows together. Um, it's a lot of stuff. But the first thing let's do here, it's um, let's add a border so you can actually see what's going on. All right, yeah. So I'm going to do my embedded style sheet. So I'm going to come up here at the top on my in my head section, and I am going to do style style, and let's see. Let's do let's put on our table tag. Let's put a border of 1 pixel. All right, and let's go make it just even do the Let's say you change the color of it too. And they have the item of border. I think it's color. I think border dash color, and let's see red. No, all right. If I save, I'm gonna save this and see if it actually picked up my stuff, my style. Didn't like my table. Fine, I think I know what it is. Fine. Let's do it this way. I think it's. I think it's. I think it's border weight. I think it's what it's called. Border weight, 1 pixel. Border. I think it's border color. I think red. And you have to put the one that says. I think it's border style. And you have to tell if you want to be solid, a solid line. All right, I think that's it. I'm iffy about this one. We'll see if it does in a minute. Save. There you go. Yay! All right, but you see there, it just put it just around the table. Yeah, because that's what we told it to do. We told it we wanted to border around the table, and that's what it did. It's for us to get our nice borders around our cells inside of it. We have to actually put it on inside of the TR tags and the TD tags to make it come out correct. So we can do the same thing. I'll use the same style that I use for my table, my table style, but I'm going to change it to my TR tag, and for my TD tag. All right. So now I have three styles. I have a style for my table. I have a style for my TR tags. And I have a style for my TD tags. Okay. So let me save this. And let me. Ooh, lovely. All right. So now we have. It looks somewhat, like like a table like we're used to seeing. But you'll notice it looks like it has double lines in it. That's because we told it to include a border around the table, which it has right here, and also to include a border around the row and also around the TD tags, which is the data. So it's showing two tags. So it's showing basically two borders because that's what we told it to do. But we have to do what they call a border collapse to actually get rid of the extra space in there. So the boards can actually collapse on top of each other, and it makes it like it's one line. So mm, let's put it on the TD tag. Um, I'll try. I think it's border dash collapse, and the attribute is it's just collapse. All right. So save it, bring it up. I collapse really? Did I spell it right? Okay. If it doesn't want to do on the table data, we can have to do it on maybe on the table row. So I just cut the table or the border collapse attribute that I had here, or style rule that I had there, and I'm gonna put it inside of my TR tag, made a part of my TR tag style. And let's see if it works. What? Okay then. Try on the other table then. I know I did it right. There it is. All right. When in doubt. All right. So so now we got so using the table, the whole entire table, when we told to do a data collapse, it actually collapsed the border of the table itself that we had around it. It actually put that one on top, or collapsed it inside of the other ones. All right, so I knew that was right. I could, that was working. All right. So like I said, you want to actually change the width of it. You can change the height. You can change the width of it, and you can also change the. You can actually add just like we were dealing with padding and margins for our um, with our CSS with our page layouts. You can do the exact same thing here with tables. So let's try some cell padding. Because right now you notice that it looks a little too close to the border. So that's on our TD tag. Let's type in padding. And let's say 3 pixels. All right. So we'll do our 3 pixels. Padding is going to put some space in between our words here and our borders. Let's see. All right. Oh, that's much better. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Let's see what else we can do. Um, let's do a let's merge these three together so it doesn't look like we have those extra spaces or those extra three. Um, and we'll probably to do that we'll probably have to do a put an ID on them so it can to be just that particular part, just those particular three. All right. So let's come down here to our HTML, and on our empty TD tags, let's put an ID of, let's see, placeholder. All right. Yeah, so we're just adding the ID of placeholder to all of the TD tags that don't have anything in them. Because remember, we had to basically make those in there so we can trick the browser into thinking that something was theirs, so we can move everything else for the certificates over to the right hand side. All right. Okay, so now that we have that in there, now we can actually come up here into our style tag, make that's not right, a style for placeholder, and we can tell it now we can do a I believe it'll be a roast band. I think it'll be a roast band. It'll be a roast band. Yeah. So we'll tell it to do row span. That's not gonna work. We're gonna have to put that roast span, I bet, inside of or the column span right inside of the T as part of the inside the actual table tag or the TD tag. All right. I'm going to leave the ID tag there, a placeholder. I'm gonna leave that there, but I want to put in the attribute of. I think it's a real span. We'll see in a minute. Real span equals equals 3. Because that's the very top one. I want to have it span all the way down, starting from there. No, it should be right here. It should be right here. You're on the wrong one right here. All right. Now let's see. Save. Ooh, that did not work. Okay. See how I moved that over? So it did what it wanted to do, but it actually moved cybersecurity over and all and web development over. So does that mean we don't need this top one anymore? Because we told it to span 3, and we had so it's automatically just took through away 3 or gave us 3. So that extra TD tag we had there as a placeholder, we no longer need that. So let's save it. There you go. Yeah. So now we have a nice little, bubble or whatever. And so now, if you want to like make that into like a different color, like maybe gray or something, or black to black it out, we can now come up to our style tag and we can come do the placeholder and we can do a black background color. Uh, let's do black. Oh goodness. All right. See that. There you go. And see what else we can do. So if you want to play with the vertical alignment, we can. If you want to center it top and bottom, we can. Um, Trying to see what else you can do to play with this. Cause whatever you want to do, do. You can table header. We can even do a table header. Or if you wanted to, yeah, up here at the top, we could actually change these. I think they have to be. If you change the th tags, they should actually make them automatically bold. They can turn them into table headers, and they'll make them actually bold. But I'm thinking we have to do the table header, I think, outside of the TR tag. Yeah, so I'm changing this to TH to change this row or the content in this row into what they call table headers. So it makes so instead of actually these being all nice and plain in Times New Roman, they'll actually be bold, so we can actually bring out the fact that they are headers for this particular or or header row for this particular table. Let's see if that works. And so you shouldn't have to TR or the TH tag automatically puts the bold on it. So you shouldn't have to make a separate style for that unless you want to. Save. All right. Rest of the table. What? Okay. So we could have actually put that right here. Make that. That's gonna be really long. So take this out. I'll take that back. Change that. Swipe it. Those TR tags, those TH tags we have. Let's change those back to TR tags. Because the way I'm thinking this is going to run out, I don't think it's going to come out the way I want it. Alright, so now those are back to normal. Right. But let's put a T, but right above that TR tag, our very first one, and right underneath the opening table tag, let's put a TH tag. Since we really want that header in there, do a TH tag, and this is going to put our table header in there. And it'll span, and as you can see, it actually, when I did TR, it actually did the column span or merge the cells together so it spans throughout the whole entire width of the table. So if I were to put this up here, let's see how long it'll make it. It should change. It should automatically change it too. It should automatically adjust the table to the width of the TH tag. So let me see. It did like it was too long. I didn't like it. Why are you not just giving me this tag here? Shouldn't have to do this. I shouldn't have to do that. Yeah, I shouldn't have to do that. Uh, yeah, I'm trying to figure out why I did that. I shouldn't have to do that. Because even should actually center it too with the th tag. I'm like, okay, what did I screw up? Yeah, th tag. So okay, so what I have to do is I have to do on this TH tag here so I don't have to use that other placeholder TH tag. Just tell it to do a column span. It's the column span of 2, and now I should pick it up. There it is. So you can put that in there, and because the initial idea, we could. I'm still trying to figure out why it actually, when we changed this down here to TH, it didn't actually give us. It actually split it up, and it shouldn't have done that. See, it actually merged it. One does need to be merged. Interesting, interesting. I bet you know what it is too. No. Because it should look close. Why is it merging? We told it to do a row span of 3. Yeah, that should be. It shouldn't merge this top right here when we do that. You know what? Fine. Let's. Since that one worked, you can always do make an ID and do it in CSS. And let's say head. Oh, let's say header. Let's say header. Oh my goodness. All right. Save it. Not yet. Have to come back up here. A placeholder there. And let's make another style up here for our header. For our header style, or header ID we just made. And let's change, and let's do that. So that's font style. Font style equals, is it font style font weight? Let's say bold. I don't think that's it. I can't remember. Yeah, this is one reason why I give you guys open notes for your test. Cause trying to remember some of these CSS attributes are, yeah, kind of hard. Is the font weight? I don't think it's big. I think it maybe just 2. I can't remember. All right, I just looked it up. It is font weight, but it has bold right next to it. I knew it was font weight. I just all right. So save. There you go. And if you want to do a line, we'll do some. I don't think it'll let us do center of the line. It might. I don't think it will though. I didn't think so. It's not a line. I think it's a font line, something like that. Because you used to actually put in I make it an attribute and say make it a line, table line here, and say center, and it'll do it. Wow. There you go. Text line center. There you go. There you go. Right. It's too many of them. All right. So now we have it looking like how we kind of want it. We can also put that's our that's our th tag. Yeah, that's our th tag. We can actually put some padding around our th tag, so get rid of to make it look a little bit nicer. Um, padding. Let's see 1 pixel, but don't make it too big. Fine, that one big enough. All right, so I changed it to 2. There you go. Yeah. Since you had the TD at 3, let's go ahead and do our TH at 3 too. There you go. Yeah. All right. So now we got our table in. Now you got a table looking, somewhat, presentable. Okay. So now your book also talks about some other stuff you can use if you how you can change fonts. So I'm using CSS pseudocodes or CSS3 pseudocodes or pseudo classes. And what these are allows you to give the effect of if you were uh, doing the alternate color between the rows of the table. So you can actually say make the third every third you know row make it this color, every fourth row make it a particular color, so forth. So it allows you, actually gives you the ability to actually do that without having to do any extra coding in it. So it's really nice. um, let's see, accessibility, yes. Now, yeah, for accessibility, you do want to use like HD associated with, have like caption on there, because have the captions on there. You can also have th tags because it lets the browser, it lets whatever device that they're using, know that okay, that is a table header row. It has information in it about the particular table, this particular table. You can also use the caption, can do it as well. So you want to use things like that when you're actually thinking about. So you I make it easier for the website as well, the browser as well as the device that's looking or reading the web page can actually view it. Trying to see, trying to see if there's anything else. Like I said, it was pretty simple. Um, yeah, yeah, that was like I said, that's yeah, pretty much it actually. Um, and as I said, it wasn't gonna be very long because with tables, they're pretty self-explanatory. They're fairly easy. You can do them. You know, they can get somewhat complex. They used to use for page layouts. They used to use tables because you know they can keep everything all nice and neat and so forth. But now we use CSS, the CSS box model to actually move everything around. Um, but yeah, so that's simple tables in HTML using CSS for formatting. Um, you right now, I'm trying to see if there's anything else I can give you guys. I think that's actually it. Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, you can know where to contact me. You can contact me by phone, email. You can come to my office. I'll be here. Um, but I will see you guys later. All right. Bye.